What's up, guys? Before this Battlefield 3 info video begins, I have another question for you guys to answer in the comment section below. And the question is, what feature would you like to be added to Battlefield 3? I'm interested to see what you guys can come up with. I know some of you guys might come up with stupid stuff, but that would be hilarious to read. But I hope you guys enjoy this video and find it informative. And if you do, don't forget to click that like button, favorite this video, share it using the share button below the video box, and subscribe to my channel for more Battlefield 3 news and content in the future. What's up, guys? I got some more Battlefield 3 news for you guys today, this time regarding DLC announcements, new features for Battlefield 3, and more. So regarding DLC announcements, a lot of people have been speculating about it lately, and DICE has been talking a lot about surprises for the community. And Tim Kagel, who is the senior designer for Battlefield 3, has confirmed that last month there was supposed to be some sort of DLC announcement. However, I'm guessing that they purposely pushed it back so that way it can fall just in time for the Game Developers Conference, or GDC for short, which is happening next week. And also, which is also happening pretty soon, is the whole Inside DICE blog post, which is basically this weekly blog post which was in response to the whole Battlefield 3 blackout that was organized by the community in response to DICE and EA being so secretive about the patches and what's going on with Battlefield 3. So they came out with the Inside DICE, and Inside DICE can also be giving us some details about the DLC if it is in fact announced at the GDC. Now, as for new features for Battlefield 3, there's no details about it yet. However, it is confirmed that it will be unveiled at the GDC and also during Inside DICE, that weekly blog post I was just talking about. Now, as for the patch, a lot of players have been wondering, when is the patch exactly coming out? They were talking about the patch, they gave us this whole list of details as to what's being done with the patch. Now we want to know when it's coming out exactly. It has been confirmed that it was supposed to come out last month, during February, along with the DLC announcements. However, there was reasons for it being delayed, and one of the reasons is new features. The new features have to be tested, the new features have to be well thought out. They can't, just be thrown in there and say, you know what, let's just push this out. Also, another issue was the technical issues behind the patch. And this is another reason why DICE doesn't do smaller and more frequent patches that you see companies like Infinity Ward doing. Infinity Ward does the hot fixes, they do patches like every 2 weeks, but DICE doesn't want to do that for the simple fact that there's a lot of technical issues that go with these patches. As you see with companies like Infinity Ward, they try to patch something, it ends up being even more overpowered, or something ends up being screwed up because they're doing it too fast. So DICE likes to take it slow unless there's something that needs an immediate fix, such as the PS3 voice chat, which was horrific before they patched it. I also feel as though, in my opinion, they need to patch the Battlefield 3 input lag that's taken place heavily on the PS3. Also, the patch is planned for spring release. Now, if you're looking at the entire spring season, this is anywhere between March 20th and June 19th. Now, I'm pretty sure they're not going to release it on a date like June 18th. And if they do, somebody needs to physically go to Sweden and smack one of the DICE developers over the head. Most likely, it will be released this month or early next month. As for the most popular map in Battlefield 3, a lot of people have been asking Alan Kurtz, what is it? Because they have all these stats somewhere. And Alan Kurtz has replied, and I know most of you guys are right now thinking, Caspian Border, that's given. Nope. The most played map, the most popular map of Battlefield 3 is Operation Metro. And I know some of you Battlefield players out there are just like, what? Because a lot of Battlefield players seem to hate Operation Metro, and in my opinion, I agree with them. Operation Metro has too many choke points, and it just seems too like choked up. Like, there's not a lot of flanking up options, there's not a lot of that Battlefield feeling. It just feels like they put that map in there to attract Call of Duty players. And please remember that this is all my opinion, alright? Now, the way that they measure map popularity is by the amount of rounds completed by each player. So let's say there's a round going on of Rush or Conquest, and there's 64 players. If all 64 players successfully complete the match from start to finish, that equals 64 points, or 1 point for each player that completes the round. And this is the way map popularity is measured. And the next 3 popular maps, of course, are Caspian Border, Operation Firestorm, and Karg Island. And in my opinion, those 3 maps are the only good 3 maps in the regular Battlefield 3 map layouts, because the new maps that came out with Back to Karkan are great. I love them. The destruction is more intense and the flanking options are almost endless. As for game construction, some people were asking, how was the game built? They want to know the secrets to it. And Alan Kurtz replied by stating the game was built with the M16 as the base weapon. So they built every other weapon around what the M16 is. And I think that was pretty good, but they screwed up in a couple of areas, such as the USAS, the FAMAS, and a lot of players are also complaining about the F2000. But the M16 is definitely a great weapon. I enjoy using it, and I'm still trying to unlock it for the Russian side because I don't run the meta class too much. I'm more of a support guy. As for the vehicles, the vehicle balance starts with the speed and handling of the vehicle. And this was also stated by Alan Kurtz. So that's all the information I got for you guys today regarding Battlefield 3. If you guys found this video both enjoyable and informative, all I ask in return is that you click that like button, favorite this video, and subscribe to my channel for more Battlefield 3 news and content in the future. Also, I always keep forgetting to mention this, but there's a little share button below the video. And basically that button allows you to share this with your gaming friends or your regular friends or whatever on Twitter and Facebook, and that definitely helps me out in return. So if you guys could utilize that little share button, that would help big time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, peace.